welcome everyone. Great little song from ZZ Top off their Tres Hombres LP, Move Me On Down the Line. Just a great song, very approachable. Couple little things that we need to do to make this sound just right. Alright, we're in standard tuning, and we're going to take, you need a Stratocaster or a single coil, but Strats work because we're going to be one up from the bottom. So we're going to be using the bridge and middle pickup. Alright, give us that little quacky kind of sound. And the first little thing that Billy Gibbons does is he plays an E, but he adds the B in the bass for this. So I think that's really important for this. Seen it tabbed out up here with the B to the E fourth, but you're missing that B over E here. So it just sounds better in the seventh position. So we're going to start out with an up pick and then down up down. And then we switch to the B, alright, straight full B chord, and we're going to do the same picking or strumming pattern. And I've tabbed this out, including the strumming pattern for you for this intro, and it's true for the chorus and whenever he goes into the chords. So, you know, if you don't do it exactly, it doesn't matter. It's really the feel of the song. Alright, so we've got our E with the B in the bass, to B. Alright, we're going to repeat that 2 more times until we come to the B. Then we're going to do an up, down, down. That gets us in time to go to the 9th fret of the 5th string, hit that twice, and then the 8th. And then we hit the open E and start the verse. Alright? So let's do the last set. Actually, last 2 sets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so when we hit that open E string, that rings out for a little bit, and then what we're going to do is slide from 3 to 4 on the 6th string and strike the 2nd fret of the 4th string. Hold that 2nd fret 4th string for a little bit. Then we move to the same type of move on the 5th and 3rd string. Again. After doing the A, we move to the B, and we'll do the B for the first half measure twice. So we'll hit the 2nd fret of the 5th string, slide from 4 to 6, and catch 4 on the 3rd. Everything repeats, including the B, but the B will only go 1 time, so it'll sound like this. Then he does a little lick that takes us into the chorus. So what we're going to do is on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, hit that and then go open 6th, 1 to 2. Quickly to 2 on 5, back to 2 on 6. Then the chorus is the same as the intro, so we have the same chords. Then we're into verse 2, exactly like verse 1. Chorus 2, exactly like that. Then we go into the solo rhythm. We'll do the solo last. So the first measure of the solo rhythm, we move to an A6 full chord. All right, we're going to do our rhythm on this for 3 times through. We're going to move to a G, same rhythm. Now the second time we play G, we're going to do it up, then a down, and then down. Then we go on the 6th string, 3 to 2 to open. Hold that for a second, then we slide in and catch 2 on the 4th string. Moving to the 6th string open. And then we play an E, basically power chord, but you could play the full E with an up and then a down, up, down. Alright, so we have this for the first measure of the solo rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we come back to our A, all right, 3 more times through, to G, twice fully through. Then we're going to do 3, 2 on the 6th string to open E. And that E rings out, and you'll hear him do that 3 more times. So the E after it rings. On the last time he doesn't hit the E power chord, he just hits 3, 2, and then we're back into what would be the intro or the chorus. The E with a B in the bass, 2B. Alright, and then that leads us into verse 3. Okay, we know all of that. So, again, I've written it out. It'll really help you with the timing. Don't worry so much about the actual strumming until you kind of get the feel of the song under your fingers. Okay, so we got verse 3, then we're going into chorus 3, which is the outro. So for the outro, we just keep doing the E with the B in the bass to our B. Alright, he will do that for 2 measures, and then it just fades out. First measure of the solo will sound like this. Alright, so we got a lot of bends there, and it's all how he does it. Very country feel to it. So we start out on the 16th fret 3rd string, 17th fret 2nd string, and we bend that 3rd string up while hitting the 17 at the same time and holding that. Oops. Then we catch 17 as it's ringing on the 1st string. Hit the 16 again and release. Then to 14. Then to 17, 16 unbent, and then we'll bend it again. So we have this so far, slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to hit that 16, 17 with the 16 bent and release, hit 14 again. Back to 16, 17 unbent, and then bending it to finish off the first half measure. Alright, so it's bent. And then we hit it on and release. to end. So let me show you the whole thing together slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then what we do is just move a full step down. So we're moving basically from an A to a G as far as the chord key, or then we just move a half step down, and what we're going to do is hit the 2nd fret at the 15th then we just slide down a full step. Alright, we'll have our pinky on the 15th fret. We're going to hit the 2nd and 1st string at 15. Then we'll hit 15, 14 unbent, and then bend it, and then release. Coming to 12 and 15, and then 14 and 15 as we bend 14. So that second half will sound like this, slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's the first measure of the solo. Then we kind of catch up with the rhythm. We're going to change positions, so I'll reposition the camera. So this next measure of the solo really kind of moves up to this upper half of the neck, and what you'll hear is he comes in with the rhythm. So what he's doing there is the lick we already know on the E, and then you'll hear him hit the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, then open, back to 3, slid up to 5. Okay, at that point we're going to do some more bends here, basically at the 2nd position, but we'll use in 4 and 5. So he's going to bend the 3rd string at 4th fret, and then catch 5 on the 2nd to 5 on the 1st. Then he'll hit the 3rd and 2nd string at 4 and 5 with a release. To 2nd fret of the 3rd string and 5 still on the 2nd, back to 4 bent. Alright, so from the 4 bent up to the 2 5s until we end at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you'll hear him bend 4 up again, catch 5, let 5 ring, then hit 4 and release it to 2. So that's the first half measure. All right, I'm going to take it from that open lick up through the bends to that point. 1, 2, 3, 4. So to end this measure, after we've hit that 3rd string at 2, what we're going to do is hit 2, slide to 4, and catch 3. Alright, we'll do that a total of 5 times. And then all he does is hit an open E. At that point, the rhythm keeps going, and then the slide guitar comes in. Okay, so we got our slide on, now we play this. Alright, again, not real difficult. We're going to slide on the 2nd string to 17, hit 17, slide to 11. Then what we do is slide into 12 on the 3rd string. Back to 11 on the 2nd and 3rd string 12. So we have this so far. Then we come into the 7th fret with the 3rd string, slide to 9 with some vibrato, sort of ending the first little half of the measure. Alright, the next part we're going to slide up from, we're at 9 with the vibrato, then we're going to slide to 7 on the 3rd string, then go to the 2nd string, slide from 7 to 8, and then grab the 3rd string, sliding from 7 up to 9. At that point we hit 9 on the 4th string, back to 9 on the 3rd. And when we hit the 3rd, we're sliding in from 17 to end it. Alright, so the second half from the 9 vibrato, and that's all of the slide. Now the next part he does, you can use these 2 fingers. I'm just going to take the slide off because it's easier. And we're going to do some 16ths. We're going to start 2nd string at 12, 4th string at 13. We'll hit the 13 to 12. So I'm just going to talk to the position. Alright, 13 to 12. Slide that down a full step. Then what we're going to do at the 9th fret, both strings, to 7th fret, back to 9. And repeat. Then we repeat. Alright, that lick, as we just did twice, we'll go 2 more times, as I've written it out. And that is all of the solo. And then we're out with the chorus. So that is the whole song. I really hope it helps. Like I said, my notes will be available right below the video. Click on that. You can download them and have the tabs. So I hope you guys enjoy.